tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. Pulls it in at the 13. They'll start on the ground with Harris.
We own that.
Big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that. As nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Pickett. His throw incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, and it's third down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Now Pickett on 4th down. Flushed out right.
Oh, I moved him.
Again.
I moved him.
To get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit, and as you mentioned, finding the first down on a 4th down play.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
I missed him.
A strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by the 6'8"
man, why
tight
Butler
end, Zach
didn't get
Gentry.
off him?
And they're going to have another
Come on,
first down
bro.
here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Harris running straight ahead.
Killing that center.
This burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right.
Out of his hands. You lucky they didn't let me get on him. It was supposed to be a pick.
And it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah,
He's lucky he's not
downs and 3 points.
He's running that ball. He's running that. Let me get my demon a ball. Let me see what he do.
They begin the drive with
and
he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Robinson, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On third down, Heineke. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And the slot man goes in motion left. 4th down, Heineke. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Heineke. Dancing to his left.
Nice throw, boy.
It's Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Ain't no way. This man was in the backfield as soon as I snapped the ball.
Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd and 12, Heineke. Flush to his right.
Oh.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds.
Wow.
So very
bad,
close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Looking to throw. Heineke. Flushed out right.
I don't know why you did that stupid stuff,
right around the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be
first down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now Heineke on 4th down.
Oh, they dropped the ball!
Go the other way with the football. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to Robert.
Oh, Butler, you got to get there faster.
It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Steps away to his left. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A run with chop that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Steps away, and that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing. Heineke out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Heineke escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 38, Pickett setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He did a good job keeping his focus downfield as he rolled out of the pocket, trying to fit a pass in. But that defender nearby made sure that one didn't result in a first down.
Boswell's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact,
now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, my God.
And it's picked up by the Steelers.
What the
and he
man?
brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A first down throw for Heineke. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
Nice,
and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Heineke. Rolling to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team. Heineke to throw for it on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Heineke now from the 50. Back to Gibson and another catch for it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds.
Oh, you serious?
The Steelers are going to take possession.
He wasn't supposed to throw it straight. It was supposed to go on.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
All right.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back now at FedEx Field. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Trying to run for it with Snell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Johnson goes in motion left. Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right.
Wow.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And he brings this one back.
So
it's
trash,
a pick
man.
6 for a Steeler touchdown.
So trash.
Just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did.
That should have been a pick.
I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did
That should have been a two-point pick.
Of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one. And how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Buying time to his left.
Oh!
Intercepted for the 4th time today.
What the fuck?
Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Wow.
Find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Don't act like it's your offense that got you this win. Definitely wasn't him.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Definitely wasn't your offense. Your defense, this defense got you in this game, bro.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He'll buy some, and he can't.
No, you didn't.
He's taken down.
You didn't, bro. I'm telling you, you didn't.
It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I'm telling you, it's
they
not.
run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Told you it's not a touchdown. Touchdown for me.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own.
I gotta score at least one touchdown. I gotta get one touchdown,
but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 1st and 10, Heineke rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly.
Come on. Terry beating him one-on-one. You're not about to catch that over Terry. You're not going up with Terry.
He's been able to get away and make
plays.
Tried to make another one downfield right there.
I know you're nice, man.
They'll have to keep up the pursuit.
Oh, I might have tell you up if you're going to be in this. All right. I hear you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke forced out to his left.
Come on, that wasn't supposed to be no bullet.
Another interception.
That was supposed to be no fucking bullet, man.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of
This was a loss, that one, man. That was supposed to be a loss.
I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions.
You gonna give me the ball back?
That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to
I should have let you keep running. But they got full second you to score this too.
You might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
He's 6'3". GG's. Bust my stupid ass, mom. So that's how it happened to you.